All right, welcome back to LearnWire. We're going to be looking at BreezeDoc today. This is how you can use the dynamic electronic signature tool to simplify your document signing process. I'm not sure I've actually reviewed a tool like this on the channel. Super excited to check out this Docusigner. Now, normally you have to use Docusign. Now, if I want to go over here to Docusign, let's see if we can open up. We'll go look at Docusign pricing and plans, just so you guys can see what kind of pricing or competition you would be going up against. So it's going to be a minimum of $10 per month. Actually, if we go to monthly, it's going to be $15 a month. You get 5 envelopes per month, reusable templates. So I'm not really sure what the 5 envelopes is, how many times you get to use a certain document or signature. And then you have $45 a month, $65 a month. And this is a site that gets a ton, 800,000 visits per month. So this is one of the standards. I believe there's one other one. I forgot what it's called, but we have Docusign for sure right over here. So this is definitely going to be the Docusign alternative. And I think a tool like this is going to be really good for a lifetime deal. As you can see that we have 19 reviews. And what is this looking like right over here? I'm just going to go down here, click on see all reviews, and it looks like it's averaging a 4.7. There has not been a 2-star or 1-star review yet. So people are overall happy with the tool so far. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this guy right over here, part of the founder team, I believe that they created TidyCal, and I'm not sure what the relation is if TidyCal, if these are Appsumo original softwares. So I believe that Appsumo owns TidyCal and then also this one as well. The quality is most likely going to be there. Without diving in, this is going to be a review and first look. I actually have dove into the software just a little bit, but still consider it a first look. We'd like to come up here to the founders real quick and just see what they have to say. There is a roadmap over here. We can take a look at that real quick. What's on the roadmap? We have next, so revised flow to sign, execute oneself, or send a document to others, increased speed of uploads and file optimization, mobile improvements, and required opt-in for fields. So you can actually, surprised they don't have that, but good that it's on the roadmap. So we have a wish list if people want to put GDPR compliance. We have add the ability to switch out to the logo in emails. Those are all good things. And sometimes they're just things that you just don't think of until you launch your product. And that's one of the reasons why we launch these products right on Appsumo, so we can get user feedback and so forth and improve our software. But I've already gone in and looked at it. It's pretty much ready to go. The main functionality, it definitely has an MVP that is functional for the software. Let's see what they say. This is new. So we have Ask Sumo. This is like new right here. So AI powered summary. So customers are all about BreezeDoc, praising it for its simplicity, speed, and modern interface. A few users reported minor bugs on mobile and suggested improvements like an internal text editor and clearer field options. With an overall rating of 4.7 and 17 reviews, BreezeDoc is hitting the mark and is a solid buy for those in need of an electronic signature tool. Plus, with a 40 document limit per month and 60-day money back, it's worth giving a try. Now, I do want to go over to the pricing because this one is different for sure when it comes to, you can actually jump in on this plan for free. You get 2 documents per month. And I believe that's 2 free documents that you can create per month, which is pretty good. If you're just running a really small business, then these are 2, I believe this is 2 created documents. So once you have your created documents, then you'd be good to go. I'm not really sure what the 40, you'd be able to send it out 40 times and get signatures. Then we go up to license tier plan 2. So this is going to be one of the most lowest cost tools that I've ever reviewed on the channel. License tier 2 for just $9 gets you all the features above, reduced BreezeDoc branding, 5 documents per month, unlimited templates, reminders, and multi-recipients. So you don't get any of this right here. And if this is the tool you're going to end up using, I would just highly suggest go ahead and get license tier 2. $9 one time. Just pick this up because you're going to want to be able to add multiple recipients. This is going to be annoying the first time you have 2 people you need to send the document to, and you need that 3rd email address because it defaults to just 2 people, I believe. You're going to just be frustrated, right? And then if you miss the deal, you're going to be frustrated. So definitely, this is one that I recommend picking up license tier 2. You get the reminders, so it will remind people automatically every day or 2 to sign the document if they haven't. Those are just all good automated things that you want to see. And then you have License tier 3, 15 documents per month, unlimited templates, reminders. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if the 15 documents is each time you send it to someone, or if that's 15 documents that you're able to create per month. I really don't know where they've specified that. Looks like they don't allow changes to recipient fields after they sign the document. So some safe holds in there. That's great. Just trying to see where it says something about I don't see where that question's answered, but I believe it has to do with the creation of documents. We're going to be looking at that in a second. And then you can come down here and you can see license tier 4 gives you 40 documents per month. So $39 is an all in on this, 40 documents per month. Okay. So let's go take a look and take it for a spin real quick. So this is what it looks like when you're inside of here. This right here will be blank, but you can go over to their templates and they have some templates. They have 4 templates right off the bat. Something that I could see myself using is this business coaching agreement. So you would click on that. Now you'd come in here and you can see client coach. So the coach would be like yourself, right? So that would be me creating this for a client. And then you'd have where the client signs is in yellow, right? So it's very clear where they just need to sign at the bottom. Business coaching agreement, the coach looks like they're going to be signing most of this right here. And you can add a party right here. You're going to need at least tier 2 to be able to do that, but you're able to add more parties if you're going to coach somehow 2 people and just send this out to both of them or something like that. This probably would be something that you would do for maybe another template. Now you can come over here and you can move this around, you can change it, but you're going to basically put those boxes and essentially you're going to if you want to create a form like this and then upload it and just plan for where you want signatures to be, then that's great. And you can also shrink and add these as big of a button as you want right here. So that's pretty dang cool. A lot of customizations right there. When I first logged in and tried this, I was like, okay, so where do I view this? You push save right up here. When you're done making adjustments, you can go and you're not going to be able to adjust it right over here. But then once we back out over here, come back to templates over here. And then if I wanted to create this business coaching document, you would just create the document. So if I create this document, it's actually going to allow you to come in here and now you're going to see it like this, right? Now it's going to be a document where you can go in and you can edit it and so forth. And so that's where you're going to be able to go and have the full control over it. You can go up here, change the name and so forth. Okay. So that's what that looks like. Another thing that you're allowed or able to do is you're able to create a document right here. And this is where you're going to choose a file. So I'm going to go and just create something real quick so we can see what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just made this dummy document just so we can see what it looks like when we upload a document. Now, remember, I'm doing a first run. I haven't actually tried this. I'm trying it live in front of you. But this is what it would look like, right? Like we have a coaching contract, and then you would put your name. I would put my name here. The client would put their name there. And then we would each sign. They'd have the details or that we both agree to right there. And then we'd have our date right over here. And then maybe you wanted to also put in your start. Maybe you would have a start date right here, and then maybe right here, end date right here, if you wanted to, right? If you wanted to have this, if you didn't want to have the start and end date on there, and it was just like an open contract, then that would be cool as well. I'm going to go ahead and push return one more time right here. I think that you should have a return between, because by the time you put a button right there, it's going to be really close. I recommend having at least one space in between each time you're going to have buttons added to this. But essentially, it looks like this, right? And so I'm just going to go over here and just say BreezeDoc test right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and what do they require? I don't know. Choose file. I'm just going to maybe download it as a PDF or file, download as a Microsoft Word document. So we have BreezeDoc right there. We'll come back into BreezeDoc and then we're creating a document. I'm going to say choose file. You can see there's the BreezeDoc right there. I'm going to go open and we have that uploaded. I'm going to say create. And let's see what the document looks like right over here. So we have brought that in right here. And then what we would do is we would add our party right here. First party would be the coach. And then the second party would be, let's see, multiple recipients are not available. Okay, yeah, we're going to always run into that right there. But nonetheless, if I had the upgraded version, then you'd be able to put coach and client right there. And then what we would do is so we can say text right over here. We would just drop off the text right over here. And so I'm going to put that box there, and then you're going to want to move and customize this to real close to the line right there, and then move it over right there. So then you're going to go like that. And I'm wondering if we hover over that copy paste. Nope, you can't copy and paste. So I'm going to go ahead and select a text box again. And one thing I would probably recommend that would be cool just from a UI standpoint is when I'm hovering this over, it would be nice if this box, this line right here had like a Canva type design line, where when I move this over, then a line would appear right here. And it was, so then I would know that they are exactly matched and in line together. And I think that would just, for aesthetics and making sure that they align perfectly, would be super cool. But they don't have that, but I just think it's just one of those little details that would be really neat. Okay. So then we have text. They're going to put their name in there right there. So we have signature, text, checkbox, date, and initials, right? The next thing we would do is we would put a date box down here, and then we would just move that over. And I like to drop it down just enough to where you can see the line. And then I would go ahead and grab one more date box and just make it as close to where the other one is that I can. So we have our two dates right there. Then the coaching signature, or a signature, we would put our signature right here. And so this is where the default size of this is, that's how much size they want you to have. So shrinking this is probably not the best. So I would go and edit my document and move these lines down, and then also make 3 or 4 spaces in between those. So it might take you just a little bit of editing. Now, I think it would be next level if we were able to edit our text docs inside of here before uploading them. That would be super, super cool. I don't think they have that feature, and I don't even think that's a premium feature, even if I upgraded. So that's just something that I think would be cool if I could go in here and edit the text and everything and build the entire thing inside of here. I think that would be cool. But at the same time, this is doing what we want it to do, which is basically we're able to add our buttons and signatures inside of here. So super cool. I probably would just make this a little bit bigger, that box, and then move this up. And then one other thing, I don't see a way to copy this. Now I would love to be able to go like this and then have a little hover over and say copy right here. I would copy that. And so I'd be able to paste the exact same dimension and same box and same size and everything, so that everything looks really nicely. And we don't have that ability to do that either. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add an initial box right here just for fun. So when we go and look at this, what it looks like, we're going to add let's add one more signature box over here, guys. And so I'll just go like that. And I'm going to just move that over to there. And I'm going to move this over to here. And then I'm going to try to make it the same size, if that makes sense, right? So then we have a similar same size box. And you saw the trick that I used just now in order to get that next box about the same size as the other one. And then finally, we'll wrap it up with a date box right over here. And we'll just move it over like that. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. So boom. So you can tell we're just adding these boxes in. It's very simple to do this. Like I said, I really wish there was just lines to where we could just make the boxes the same size. But this is what it looks like to basically create your document. Right now, you would need the upgraded account. So I almost wouldn't sign up for this for free. I wanted to get this review out to you guys, and I think I'm definitely being able to show you guys enough. This is something that if I got into coaching or something like that and I need to get signatures or contracts, I absolutely would love this software and not have to pay $50 a month for Docusign. So I definitely recommend that you pick up license tier 2 minimum right over here, because you're going to be able to unlock all the features. And I think license tier 2 is going to be good for most people. So definitely get license tier 2 on this one. Okay. So I'm going to come back over here and look at now. All we have to do is just come up here. I'm going to go and title this new coaching contract, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to push OK, and I'm going to push save. And then if I wanted to send this, let's go and see what it looks like. Send. And then this is where we're going to put our email address. So learnwirereviews@gmail.com. And then when you have license tier 2, you're going to be able to add multiple people down here that you're going to send it to. You're going to be able to customize your email so you can actually say what you want it to say. We'll see what it looks like now, but you'll be able to customize the email. And then you'll also be able to set reminders every 3 days to sign. Those are really nice features that you have to have license tier 2 in order to unlock. Send document for parties to sign. So let's go boom and send that. And then we're going to get right over here. We do have this new contract over here that it's under waiting. So that means LearnWire has not done anything with it yet. We can resend the email over here, or we can copy the link. I'm not really sure what copy link This is what it's going to look like in the inside. It looks very similar to Docusign, which is super cool. But now we're going to go over to LearnWire. And this is what it looks like, guys. So a new document is ready to sign. I'm going to click on there. And so just like Docusign, we've got BreezeDoc right over here. You have a new document to sign, BreezeDoc right here. Thanks, David Mills. That part right there isn't really that important. I think that this is just great. You have a new document to sign. But again, if you wanted to customize this, you've got to have the upgrade as well. The biggest upgrade reason for me personally would be that I would want to have access to more documents. I'm already basically locked out. And then how many clients we're able to assign as well. This is what it'll look like. We'll click on it and we'll go sign it. So this is the problem, is that it's not going to tell me fill out the yellow blanks, right? So it's basically telling me I've got to fill out all the yellow blanks over here. So this would mean that the client is going to basically sign for all of them, and it just doesn't look professional. When we have the upgraded version, it's actually going to say fill out the yellow, and then the ones that I'm signing myself are actually going to be in yellow. Sorry, they're going to be in orange. So they're not going to sign the ones in orange. And so it's just going to be self-explanatory and a lot more clear to the client. You almost, in a sense, can't use this without license tier 2. I think that really it just comes down to license tier 1 gets you to check it out, if you will. But if you're really going to use this in your business, you're going to need license tier 2, even from that standpoint, because it just doesn't look professional by the time it makes it to the client over here. And this is what it looks like. So this is what it's going to look like. We're going to click on it. I'm going to just say next. I'm not seeing where the signature is. Like, how do I actually? Oh, okay. This is what it looks like. David Mills. Let's just say Matt Jones. But the issue is I'm not seeing, okay, so when you click on the signature, an actual signature, then I'm going to say this is Matt Jones. And it's just going to basically be like that. I don't see where you can change the text or have a couple of examples, or you can actually sign right here. So it can be like this. Even with a mouse, they can do this. Matt Jones. Is this hard on a mouse? But you can see, boom. So we've got Matt Jones, or I guess I'll put my name right over here, David. I put him in the wrong one, but no big deal. So that's probably the one that's going to be used, right? Then we have this automatic timestamp happens right there. The automatic timestamp happens right there, but the end date, so I would have to figure out what the date thing is, because we don't want the date just timestamps it, the time that they are actually doing that. You would probably have to put in the contract when it ends or whatever. So the date is not selectable. This is just a timestamp of the time that it's signed, if that makes sense. Here's what the initials look like. You can handwrite as well, or you can just say DM and put that in as well. So we have that right there. I'll show you what that looks like with a handwrite. And I think I like the hand's signature on that one better because it's just bigger and so forth. So that is basically how that works. And you would just say next. When we're done, next, and finalize. So warning, by clicking the button below, it's blah, 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 confirm and send document. So I'll show you what it looks like. That one's done. You've successfully signed the document. And then you can go in, you can view the contract. It just printed it out for us. This is what it looks like right over here. So very useful, very simple to use this system over here. We'll come back over here and see that here's your completed document right here. It gets sent to the user as well. It's going to say, thanks, you've signed the document. And then also here's what's going to look right here. You're going to click over here on the account user, right? It's going to say a document has been completed. Hello, David Mills. New coaching contract has been successfully completed by all recipients. Thanks right here. So you're going to have, of course, they're going to push that upgrade right over here, but you do have the documents right here attached, and you're going to get, so it basically functions just like Docusign. Really good stuff. See if there's anything else. I'll show you what, so these are the templates you can use. They have a couple of good ones. General business contract, business coaching, non-disclosure, marketing. I showed you how to create your own custom over here and then upload that. That's probably what you're going to be doing in your business anyways, is creating your own and so forth. And then any documents you have out there right over here. I believe that this document situation over here is really just the amount of documents you're sending out. And so really, if you're running a business where you're going to need signatures on a daily basis or more than 20 documents per month, if you're a realtor and you want to use this of some sort or something like that, then you really will need to upgrade to that tier 4 at $39 because you're going to get 40 documents per month. I believe that the 40 document limit per month is the amount of of documents that you're going to be able to in volume send, right? And so these are contracts and things that even if you were a realtor, you probably would maybe max be sending 10 clients to sign for this stuff and so forth. Again, I think that this would work for small businesses, but if you're a high volume business that's going to be doing more than 40 documents, you're going to have to get on one of their plans. That's something that I didn't look at real quick, is that if you graduate from the lifetime deal at some point and then you want to get on a monthly plan with them, let's go to BreezeDoc. So here's BreezeDoc, the website right over here. And if we go to pricing, I'm not really seeing where you can do more than 40 documents per month. And here's where it specifies the number of sent or executed documents per month. Your limit resets every month. I'm not seeing, this is where it's all nice and laid out for you. It looks like this is 100% of an Appsumo software. And so there is no way to get in more, but at the same time, I would reach out and they probably would be able to, get help from our experts right over here. You probably would be able to double this down if you wanted to, or you could get two licenses to increase your amount as well. I'm sure they'll work with you. If you're sending out more than 40 documents, they'll probably work for you. Overall, this is one of those softwares that just straight up works. I could maybe fault them for maybe they should have a tier 6 and maybe that should be $80 and you get 80 documents or something like that, right? So I would recommend them do at least one more for that next level of company that really needs that 80 to 100 documents. Because I'm trying to think of like realtors, real estate agents. There's a lot of documents going back and forth. There might be the initial sale documentation, but then there might be another. For one client, you might be sending 3 or 4 documents per time. So I could see how if you're running an agency and then each time they get a client to sign on to sell a new house, there's going to be 3 or 4 documents. I could see how they could max out the 40 documents. So that's all that I would want to see, is just a little bit more like a next level tier with 100 documents or something like that in case you have a big business. But overall, this was pleasantly surprising just how simple this was. And I think that this is straight up a great alternative to Docusign, and it could save you a lot of money. So overall, I really liked this one. I don't see how I can rate this less than 5. This one had a simple user interface, a simple MVP that worked really well with the software. The UI is clean and crisp, and the functionality, everything just works. Of course, there's things that we need to add and so forth, but even just putting my biases away of just, was this ready to launch? Is it servicing a function for the right business owner? Absolutely. Would this get the job done? Absolutely. So overall, I could maybe dock them for kind of making us have to make manual documents over here and then upload them. So I would say that's something that in the future they might need to look into. But overall, very happy about this software. Definitely would pick this up if you need a software like this. I would give it a 5-star personally. Thanks for tuning in, and go ahead and click the link below to go get BreezeDoc. I definitely recommend tier 2, and I'll see you in the next review.